All right. Last but not least, in terms of weighing out and evaluating our evidence, we're going to want to think about our counter argument. If you're just addressing a single counter argument in the paper, you're going to want to have two or more sources within this section. You might also want to incorporate evidence that's supporting whatever you're using to refute the counter argument. For the multiple counter arguments, for that situation, what you're really looking for is a coherent response to that particular area of focus. It could just be incorporating a single paragraph and a single source. That's okay. Now, you're going to take your evidence groups and you're going to create an outline. We're going to use the sample from the area of focus number 2 from that exceeds paper to see what it would look like as one section of our outline. So the Roman numeral on the sample we're doing is 4 because the preceding sections of that paper would have been the introduction and then the first area of focus and counter argument. Okay, so that lovely group of evidence that we had, the yellow, the green, and the blue, is going to ultimately turn into something that looks like this. So that area of focus is going to become my header for that Roman numeral 4. And then each one of those groups of evidence, the color-coded groups, is going to be grouped with a heading, right? So that's essentially going to state what is sort of the topic being explored or supported by those pieces of evidence. And it should connect directly to that area of focus. So for example, here, the area of focus is the impact of the long hours that the children are working. So both of those first two quotes in the yellow are talking about the current laws regarding how many hours those children can work, okay? So I'm going to use that as my heading for the A, right? And then I've got the quotes that I'm using numbered here, 1 and 2. And notice that I've also taken the sources and moved that along as well. Okay, same thing with B and with C, right? I'm looking at what are those pieces of evidence dealing with. So the green ones are talking about the impact on education and academics, okay? And then the ones in that third group, the blue group, are talking about other negative effects on children for working long hours, okay? It's important to be thoughtful about these headings because ultimately they are going to be topic sentences for paragraphs. So being thoughtful here is going to save you time when you go to create your draft. You want to see it close up? Here it is. Thing of beauty. And if you're using a Google Doc, it should have either a preset for outlining that you can use, or it might also recognize that you're creating an outline the moment you start using those Roman numerals and letters, and it'll actually indent things properly for you. If you're struggling with that, please reach out and let me know because we would like to have this set up properly. Okay, your entire outline, again, it's Roman numerals for the major areas of focus, including those counter arguments, capital letters for the evidence groups, and then numbers for the specific pieces of evidence in each group. Okay.